in Crucible League, there's a challenge that basically nobody wants to do, and it's a little bit hard if you don't have a build specifically made to do it. It's called Towering Titans, and it requires you to go into the Primordial Remnant and kill rare monsters and unique monsters. So most of the mods on that map are undoable for most characters. This character just happens to be able to do most of the mods, with the exception of a couple that I'll talk about. So this is just a way to make a lot of money really short in a short period of time. It's a carry service. So if your build is able to do this kind of content, then you can make a lot of money. So I just want to share this with everyone. So what is Towering Titans? This is the challenge that we're talking about here. So you can buy these on the trade site for about 140 chaos. So the mods that I'm now running are these mods, and you can look them up. They're 140 chaos at the moment. Earlier I was running these all the way until I was almost completely out, until they were up to like I think 160, 180 chaos per run, but it's still quite profitable even at that price. So they're 140 per run. If you go on TFT, you can see that people are asking for Towering Titan carries for 100C, 70C, 100C, 100C, right? So I was doing it earlier for about 80C per person, so that's 320 chaos per run. That's 180 chaos of profit per run, and you can do them pretty quickly. I'll have the footage playing in the background after this section here. So it takes me about 5 minutes to do them. If you buy them ahead of time, you're going to be able to run them very efficiently. You can probably make a lot more than I did, because I was buying them as I was going, because I needed to do this as well, right? And I wasn't doing it very efficiently. So I just want to talk about the mods that I'm avoiding for my build. For this build, I don't care about suppress, I don't care about block, but I do care about the following things. So no regen. This build requires regen. Can't do minus max res. Having 50% resist is insane. Having 100% reduced effect of non-cursed auras is also undoable. This build needs flasks, and also targeted by meteor and flask. I'm not sure if this is actually unrunnable, but if it's anything like the ones that are in maps, then I'm not going to run this, because it seems to do a lot of damage. And there's a couple of mods that you want to look out for. So this character happens to be not entirely crit immune, but it does take I do take 60% reduced damage from extra crits. So I'm not as worried about crits. However, that's something you might want to look out for. So you can run the monsters always crit mods if you want to. And also bleed is a kind of a big deal. So I ended up buying one of these rings that just says bleeding cannot be inflicted on you, and I just had it on the entire time, just because if you die in a 5-way, you only have one portal to get back in, and that's where I stopped. I only ended up doing up to 4 carries at a time, just because if I do mess up, I'll have one portal to get back in. So. And so yeah, I ended up running one of these rings in the if the map has monsters always bleed, or actually just there's the Katava Heralds, which sometimes bleed you. So I just have this on. I had this on basically the whole time. I don't really need the extra damage from my ring. So and then if you have a mod that says monsters always poison, then you just pick up the Pantheon that says you can't have more than 3 poison, and you should have enough regen to outpace that. So this is just a way to. It seems like people are trying to finish up their challenges now, and people are paying a huge premium for this challenge. If you can do a 4-way carry by yourself, you just have the people stand in the spawning area, you can make a pretty insane amount of money per hour if you're running these efficiently. It took me probably 13, 14 runs, 15 runs to finish it up. So yeah, that's 13 divines in about 2 hours. So.
Soon you will become one with our primordial. Surface dweller, you have entered a place largely untouched by mankind.
cannot do this yet.
This is our center of power, our forge, where the hot blood of the world flows forth.